The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
There is a lot to prove in Tallahassee this season. Coach Mike Norvell has answers after a disappointing 5-7 season. They got the upset in Week 1 against Alabama, but it was not a strong season after that. Fans in Doak Campbell want to see if they can get back on track and become one of the powerhouses they once were in Tallahassee. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Seminoles offense will take the field first. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a
breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game.
Might have a chance. The 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Florida State 7, Florida 0. Number 39 set to kick this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. And when you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know.
Got a little grass. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 1990s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Stumbled to the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The Gators will punt this one away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Makes a grab and room to run. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. It's a draw. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game if they want.
Here's a little room there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Pressure coming. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. The short hands, it's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sweet. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a give the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance.
Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
On first down from their own 22. They'll ride the hot hand. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way if they can have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again, a long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board. But, and he's got room. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The Gators line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Plenty of distance between them and the Stix here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion and keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
The Noles decide to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Singleton. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The Gators send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. To throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So now it's second and long. They'll try the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Robinson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Slings it downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
0. Number 39, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along, and they really need to make something happen.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Flips it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field Really good decisions by the QB.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Ball again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quick release on the RPO. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Hard running there. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They're going to ride this running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Lopez. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes it past the marker. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
What a disappointment. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's Jaden one more time. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. Caught on the left side by Wilson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff for Ball. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The RPO, it's complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pryor. There's a crease. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gators! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Number 91, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put... There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Grab near the sticks, it's Robinson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. The keeper on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Gators! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to punt it away.
He's got great speed. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. He wants to go deep. Intercepted to stop the threat.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right now.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Quick handoff. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.